So I once, so I have this guy on my friends list, right? His name is Mr. TXO. Mr. TXO, he's a pretty cool guy. He's Blexican, I think. So that's like what, half black, half Mexican. He has whiskers on his face, wears glasses, and he plays a lot of goofy meme Roblox games. Like L fucking pickle tangerine. Tung 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 pralalero kind of shit. And this man is in real life. His mother is a, I don't know what the fuck his mother does. She whatever she does, she has to travel, and she participates in a lot of business around different various places. Shit, God knows what places, right? Well, actually, no, God does know what places. I'm going to tell you about that right now. This man TXO, he's been offline for a while now, and I hit him up on Discord. I asked him, hey, you gonna be online? Like, we're gonna play Fortnite, you're gonna play Terraria, we're gonna play Roblox, like, what's happening? You've been offline for a while now. Motherfucker says, oh yeah, I won't be online. I'll let somebody else borrow my PlayStation, so if you see that I'm online, it's not me, it's probably somebody else. Likely either my brother or my friend that I gave my account password to. And I'm actually traveling right now. I was like, well, are you traveling? He says, Pakistan. I'm like, why the fuck are you in Pakistan? Can't you get shot over there? He said, I have no idea. My mom works there. I'm like, doesn't your mom work at 50 different places? He said, nope, she works at 300 different places, actually. I was like, well, that's not much better. He said, well, shit, what am I supposed to do about it? And so, 2 weeks later, I see that he's online. I sent him a message over Discord again, and I asked him, you gonna play Roblox? He said, nope, that's still not me. I'm in Uzbekistan. I was like, what the fuck is Uzbekistan? I've never seen that fucking country before. I've never even heard of it. I couldn't even tell you where it is on the fucking globe. I'm sure even the fucking, what is that guy's name? I'm sure even fucking, the guy couldn't guess it on, bro, nobody could guess that shit on GeoGuessr, right? Nobody could guess that shit on GeoGuessr. They could not tell you where Uzbekistan is on GeoGuessr. That Uzbekistan, it sounds like an alien language that, like a, satellite or like a probe that they sent here, they drive the probe crash lands in the middle of, Area 51 or whatever the fuck, the Arizona desert. And, they have the military go out and check it. Donald Trump's fat ass lands his rocket ship down, steps out, comes down the stairs, creeps down, tumbles down halfway, rolls like a fucking boulder, the boulder that chased Indiana Jones, and then he lands. And then he gets back up. And to cover up his embarrassment, he does this little dance where he kind of throws his arm out and then brings it back in and throws his arm back out. Look, he kind of moves like he had a stroke, but whatever. Donald Trump's a fat ass. He's old too. Anyway, the president gets out and he goes to speak with the aliens, but turns out there's no aliens in there. Instead, it's just a probe that they sent. And this probe has, little stones in it. The stones are composed of two elements on the periodic table that nobody's ever heard of, like einsteinium and rhodonium. So it's composed of those two materials, and they're stones. And these two stones have words on them in alien language. And we somehow pulled out of our ass what it means in English through, I don't know, science. I don't know what the fuck scientists do to uncover these dumbass things. But we somehow uncovered that this means Uzbekistan. And Uzbekistan, if you search it up on Google, if you ask ChatGPT, if you ask OpenAI, if you ask, Google Gemini, if you ask Grok, they all tell you that it's a country on the US. Well, how the fuck does the aliens know about a country on the US? Did they put it there? So I start digging into what the hell Uzbekistan is. And then turns out Uzbekistan is a country that's close to Russia. I was like, what the fuck is TXO doing all the way out there? And then I go on Discord and I ask him, well, TXO, what the hell are you doing there? Why are you over there in Uzbekistan? You know those people don't like us, right? I'm pretty sure Russians don't want anything to do with America. He said, I'm not in Uzbekistan. I'm now in Kazakhstan. I'm like, what the fuck is Kazakhstan? That sounds like a fucking video game, you know, cheat code, like up, down, left, right, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, circle, square type shit, you know? And so I search up Kazakhstan. Google doesn't even know what the fuck Kazakhstan is. Maybe I typed it in wrong? And so I look through, you know, the search recommendations, and then I see KAZAZZKAHT's fucking, you know, a bunch of K's, Z's, and H's, right? So I click on that, and then it just shows me a sign that's in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, is this all that Kazakhstan is? What the hell could his mom be doing there? Well, turns out Kazakhstan, another alien probe landed in Tokyo, Japan. And all the Asian boys were over there, you know, getting it on with their anime waifus and talking about anime, doing all things anime. And the fucking probe just lands, hits a car, kills a family of 4. But instead of running, everybody decides to pull out their phones and record it. And then the authorities show up. The local authorities, decide that this is above their pay grade. And so they give a call to, you know, their superiors, probably like not SWAT, but, you know, like their, you know, local officials. Local officials decide that this is also above their pay grade. And so the local officials are called the U.S. government. The U.S. government decides, oh yeah, we'll just send in the, you know, National Guard to check this out, right? And the National Guard comes in, Tokyo, Japan, where this probe killed a family of 3. The car is smashed up, and then the probe is just there. You know, there's a tire rolling that's on fire, rolling up the street. It's like a scene out of Resident Evil, you know, where Nemesis takes the rocket straight to the chest, right? And the National Guard, Japanese National Guard, pulls up on these motherfuckers, right? They're like, we're about to catch us some fucking aliens. We're gonna post this shit online. The U.S. doesn't want to post their proof about aliens, but we know they have aliens in Area 50 or Area 51, 52, whoever the fuck. We know they have aliens, but we just got our own aliens, and we're gonna post it. We're gonna be open about it. We're gonna tell the entire world that they exist. And so they stroll up on this probe. Guess what? More rocks fall out with words on them. And these rocks, you want to know what they're made of? 2 elements that don't exist on the periodic table. You know, it's like how Rick Sanchez discovered a new element. If God exists, it's fucking him. Well, guess what? God must have sent these goddamn probes down because there's 2 new elements now. And the 2 new elements are what this rock is made of. And so the scientists spend their time studying these rocks, you know, getting the information, recording data, doing whatever the fuck scientists do. They're all wearing their slightly dirty but still plainly white lab coats. They're wearing like the heartbeat. What is it? You know, like the thing that lets you listen to people's heartbeat, even though they're not doctors, but they still have it around their neck anyway. And then they have the traditional blue gloves, right? They're all just sitting in there looking under microscopes and shit, and looking at, you know, microscopic pieces of this element through binoculars. That looks retarded, by the way. And they find out the message in the aliens said Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is a country that is also near Russia. Well, why the fuck do all these stupid ass countries exist near Russia? Where the fuck did these countries come from? They weren't there before. Well, why are they there now? Now, like Japan posts all of this information online, and now the entire world is wondering, like, whoa, where are all these countries near Russia coming from? And why is Russia seemingly the only one that has a normal name while the rest of them sound like some fucking shit that's made up by orangutan if an orangutan could talk? You know, a group of monkeys arguing over who gets the most bananas. Boom, 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 type shit, you know? And they're wondering if the aliens really put these countries here, why would they do that? And what would the people that live in these countries know about the aliens? And so a whole worldwide investigation is put on the line to invest the countries that this man TXO went to. And you know what TXO says? He says, I didn't know anything about that shit. My mom just works here. And that's the end of the story.